Today, Jesus is asked about when the kingdom will come. The Pharisees are asking him, when will the kingdom come? And it's kind of a loaded question from these people, and Jesus kind of calls it out because it's almost as if they're asking, when do we have to be ready, Lord? When do we have to be ready for the coming of the kingdom, when we'll be judged and everything? So when do we need to start preparing? It's almost like asking a teacher, when's the test going to be, so then I know when I need to cram. And Jesus tells them that you can't observe the kingdom. The kingdom of God cannot be observed. You can't say, here it is or here it is, because the kingdom is already among you, is what he says. Very interestingly, he says, the kingdom is already among you. And this is a theme that Jesus carries throughout all of his ministry. And it's actually Jesus himself who is the kingdom in person, as Pope Benedict once said. The saint we celebrate today, St. Martin of Tours, was a great example of living the presence of the kingdom always. He became a bishop in the 300s, but before he was even a Christian, St. Martin lived this reality. He was a Roman soldier in the Roman army, and as a catechumen, as one preparing for baptism, he was on a journey from one camp to another, and he encounters this beggar who is freezing. It's very cold, and he has nothing to warm himself with. He has barely any clothing. So Martin takes his cloak and he rips it in two, and he gives half of it to this beggar. Later that night in a dream, it's revealed to him that beggar was Jesus himself, that the kingdom was right there among him, that was right there with him, and that because of his generosity, then he was greatly blessed. How do we live our lives day to day? Do we live our lives as if the kingdom is really present with us? Or do we live as though I'm in control of everything? Do we live as though I need to do what's best for me first and then I can think about others? Well, Jesus tells us that that's not even a possibility for us. The kingdom is already among us. It's here and now. The time is now to do something. And so, my friends, let's ask the Lord with the intercession today of St. Martin of Tours that we might live each day, each moment with him in the present. Because, my friends, the kingdom is already among us.